Beautiful, beautiful shot. Look at this. Now, honestly, in this situation, one of the best things I could fish with would be top water. I just didn't think that I would be waking up so early. So, I don't have any top water tied on. But I keep seeing, these are small trout, but I keep seeing trout feeding on the surface, and that might change my opinion here pretty soon. There is bait everywhere. You can see some mullet running on the bank right there. And that's another reason for going with a spoon. I mean, definitely not gonna catch small trout with this spoon, it's too big. My God, what a beautiful day though. Now, as I said, there is a ton of bait right now. Oh, there's something feeding. And that's the point I was gonna make. Just because you see a lot of bait doesn't mean there's a lot of game fish. I think it's the most recent Marshman Massall that I've seen, at least. He talks about that. Sometimes you see a lot of bait because there's no game fish around. The bait fish have won. So what you want to do is you want to look for what just happened over there. And I just saw something on this bank. And I'll explain the difference in behavior if I end up hooking up with one. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is a ton of trout. Come on, trolling motor. Let's go. Oh my gosh, there's a little feeding frenzy there and I might have missed it. Oh, I see it. It's getting closer to me. All right, they're feeding on shrimp for sure. I do have a shrimp tied on. Oh my God, it's just all over here. Let me switch to a shrimp real quick. Okay, let's see if we can convert. I almost want to switch to a popping cork. I feel like in this low light situation, that would be best. I'm going to give this one more cast, and I think I have to tie a popper on. These are all trout. Look at them. I'm trying to see what they're feeding on. I need to match the hatch. Oh, that was a hit. There's obviously some right in here. There's one. There's one. All right, first one of the day. Look at that. These are not big trout, but this is fun. All right, first one of the day. There's got to be some bigger ones in here. Good to get the skunk out so early. This is the first spot. And I haven't really even done an intro yet. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. Absolute feeding frenzy. As soon as it hit the water. Look at that, look at that. Almost a keeper. Let's measure it actually. No, he's not a keeper. Okay, I gotta go to something I can fish with faster. Okay, y'all, this is the first spot, and we have found ourselves a feeding frenzy. Oh, there's that one. I'm getting hit every time I move this lure. Look at this, y'all, look at this. There's one. Oh. I'm just not happy with any of my lures right now. That one didn't have an exposed hook. All right, we were getting hits on that lure I was just throwing, but no hookup, so I'm going to this exposed hook. Oh my gosh. It has been so long since I came across something like this. There's one. There's one. Now these aren't big, but this is fun. So just like that, switching to an exposed hook really paid dividends. So this is trout number 3. Look at this. Look at this. So, conditions. If you live in southeast Louisiana, you already know it has been non-stop rain for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. And so I haven't been fishing. And that is the whole point of today. Literally all I wanted to do was just go fishing. I don't even care what I catch. And somehow here at the very first spot, we are seeing an absolute feeding frenzy. There's one. Oh, my tail's messed up. That's why I'm not getting any hooks. Now, these are feeding on bait fish, not shrimp. And they're feeding on top, which I really did not expect after all that rain. There's one. Oh, he got off. So I really didn't know what to expect today. Oh, that hit. Man, I was getting them every cast for a little while there before I did the intro. Maybe I just shouldn't have done the intro, but look at this. Oh, there's one. This is a nicer one. Oh, he got off too. What is going on? That one was nice. Y'all, I fish a lot. It is so rare to come across something like this. I mean, as soon as it hit the water right there, I just have to basically isolate where they're feeding and throw right in front of them. That's the only hard part. Look at this, look at this, listen to it. Oh my God, those trout are jumping out of the water. There's one. There he is, he's still on. This is a nicer one. This might be a keeper. Yeah, that's a keeper. 100% that's a keeper. See if we can catch some more. If I don't catch one on this cast, I'll deal with that. I don't want these fish to just lay there and suffer. Oh my God, did y'all see my rod go down? All right, let's just make sure it's a keeper. I'm pretty sure it is. Yep. That is 13 and a quarter. Whoa. Yep, we have stumbled upon a feeding frenzy, y'all. That's trout number 5 for the day. So as I was actually driving in, as I was coming in, I was noticing bait really everywhere. There's one. Oh my gosh. Right under me, right under the boat. Now these aren't all keepers, so I can't just like keep the ice chest open. But, I mean, it's like every other cast right now. Why would I move? Why would I leave? And I don't even have to, like, really cast far. They're just right there. There's one. I mean, they're everywhere. Now, top water would have been really good in this situation. It definitely would have been exciting. I'll be honest with you though, something else that would have been good, a popping cork. And I do have one, I just had it rigged for live bait, not artificial. There's one. Golly, most of these trout are small, so we're gonna get a lot of little false hook sets like that. Oh, he got my tail. That is a big trout. Let's see if I can get anywhere near it. I did change colors on that lure change to something a little brighter. What I can see is the bait fish they're feeding on, definitely a bright color. This color in the Lost Coast selection is called Pogie. Now most of the time when I go fishing, I don't wear my contacts, so I can't see details as great as I could if I had my glasses on, so I'm not sure exactly what these bait fish are. I just know what color they are. Kind of weird to feel like the bite's dead because we haven't caught one in just about 2 or 3 casts. Oh, got him. I don't know if y'all saw that my line was just going side to side. I couldn't really tell. Oh, now he's biting. That's almost certainly another keeper. There's one as soon as it hit the water. This is probably not a keeper. Let's see. He's fighting harder when he gets closer to the boat. Nah, not a keeper. What number trout is that, y'all? I know they're not keepers, but man, it's fun. Because I kind of freaked out when we got here, seeing this feeding frenzy. And I was in a hurry to see what would work, what wouldn't in terms of lure. Seems pretty clear it wasn't the shrimp. Or actually, they were hitting the shrimp. They just, every time they would hit the shrimp, I'd have to reset the lure, and I wanted to do something that I could fish a little bit faster. Man, I'm kind of flummoxed, or my heart's racing. I did not expect to find this at all. But what a welcome surprise. Another trout. Now all of these would have been keepers a year ago. And a lot of people might be bummed out by that because they could say, oh, you would have had, 10 keepers by now. And that's true, my day would be done. And I could just fish for fun, but you know what? I'm fishing for fun right now. It's really neither here nor there. I have 1 keeper so far. I'll almost certainly catch another. Even if it's not a trout, I might catch a red or a flounder. So I'm actually not too worried about this. To me, the beauty of fishing is just really being out here. Look at all that over there. Holy cow, man. That's right in the sun. You might not be able to see it. I can barely see it with my sunglasses. Oh. But yeah, the beauty of fishing is this. I don't really care how big they are. It's just fun. It's fun figuring them out. I would say it's like playing a slot machine and you're not hitting the jackpot, but you're getting your money back every time. That's pretty much what this is. Very surprised there's no reds in the mix though. Oh, there's my alarm. That means it is 6:30. 6:30 in the morning and we're already on the fish. Again, not keepers, but what difference does it make? This is fun. There are some big trout in the mix here. I'm seeing them. I mean, come on. Right into its mouth. Ooh, I think that's a keeper. Let's see. Being all lackadaisical, this might keep. Nope, I just have last year's keeper size still in my mind. Gonna take a while to adjust to that. So yeah, most of these are 12 and a quarter. So I'll probably do this for another half an hour. I mean, we almost got a whole episode just in this one first spot. That's incredible, huh? I haven't seen feeding frenzy like this and I cannot tell you how long. It is not enough to just find bait. What you have to find is what we've found here. Fish that are eating that bait. And so the way to do this is you start with, analyzing bait. But what I did, is what I talk about a lot on my channel, I also use my ears. Do I have one? Yeah, there it is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's our keeper. I knew there were some bigger ones in there. Nice. All right, so keeper number 2. We're not working very hard. So as I was saying, I really was fishing with my ears, as I often do. I started way, way over there, and I just heard this and just started trolling towards it as fast as I could. We probably have another 20 or 30 minutes of this feeding frenzy. As the sun gets higher in the sky, these fish will probably stop feeding as visibly as they are right now. Especially for the small trout, but some of the bigger trout too, they can definitely be prey for large birds like osprey and things like that. So when the sun starts to get high and they can be seen, they're going to move to deeper water. Not to mention, the sun getting high means temperature is going to go up. So they're going to go in deeper water because of that too. So this bite was doomed to slow down. But you know what? I was kind of bummed that I couldn't sleep all that well. I actually woke up on my own at 3 a.m. Not because I was excited. I was. Oh, there's one. Oh, it got off. That was a nicer one. Okay. Now, this is why I actually stopped fishing with this lure. It's just kind of annoying to have to reset it every time, but we'll deal with it for now. But either way, definitely glad I woke up earlier. Purposefully or not, we definitely would not have gotten this bite if I had woken up at my planned time, which was 4. One last cast with the TKO, and I'll show you all that trick so they stop falling off the hook and ultimately can last forever. You can spend about $5 and have, in my opinion, one of the best shrimp imitation lures there is, and have it last for essentially eternity. All right, y'all. Well, oh, there's shrimp right there. Huh. Yeah, I just spooked a redfish right there. You can see the dust cloud. All right, so we probably won't move on, but let me show you all the trick of how to make lures like these last forever. So again, the problem is they just slide off the hook, and you're not going to get away with that. So let's go over how to fix that. This is a brand new lure, so the hook looks nice and good. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to clean that with some fresh water. First, have a sip. After you clean it with fresh water, go ahead and wipe it down. The reason for this is we just want to get all that salt water off the hook, and we want it dry, because what we're going to do is we're going to use super glue and dental floss to make this thicker. Now you can do this really before you go fishing, but you don't need a lot of floss. I think that's maybe 2.5, 3 inches. And what you're going to do is you're just going to wrap it around that hook shank. Okay, once you've wrapped it around a few times and just made that hook shank thicker, now you're going to put super glue on it. Now if you've ever worked with super glue, the trick here is to not get the super glue on you, and we're going to do our best. Just kind of coat it all the way around, and what you're going to do is you're actually going to push this back end even with those tag ends. You want to leave your hook eye exposed, obviously, And we're actually done. All we got to do is clear that tag in, and this is going to be set. And you can see in there that shank, it's not much thicker. So we washed it all off. We did all of that stuff to make sure the salt water won't corrode the hook. So we're good to go on that. All right, so let's see. Is it set? Yep, and easy as that. We got a lure that will last, and in my opinion, is one of the best shrimp imitations. Now, I do want to try the Lost Coast variety of this, and we will. But for now, I've retied enough. I'll retie again when we feel like we found the fish again. Well, this is just part one of an absolutely epic day. Now, not a lot of keepers so far, but I think we caught about 10 or 12 trout. I actually didn't keep trout while editing. I just know there's a whole second part to this trip where I catch just as many and a few more keepers. So y'all stay tuned for that. As always, keep your family and friends top of mind. I'll talk a little bit about that in the next episode. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and I will catch you later.